Where to go? Let's go to Malaysia.
Assalamualaikum. Hai. Ni hao. Manakah?
Annyeonghaseyo. We are from Science Langor Secondary School of Malaysia.
We represent Malaysia.
For the 10th ASEAN Class 3 student camp for the gifted in science.
We will present to you about energy in fruits.
Let's go!
So, we have chosen about 12 fruit which are rose apple, pineapple, watermelon, durian, banana, jackfruit, dragon fruit, papaya, cempedak, mango, starfruit and guava.
So today, let's start with the observation of the fruits. This fruit is durian, or known as the king of all fruits. The durian is yellow in color and is distinctive for its large size, strong odor, and thorn-covered rind. It also tastes sweet, which makes it a favorite for almost everyone.
So, king of fruits, what makes it smell so strong? Based on our research, the amino acid plays a key role in the formation of the characteristic in durian odor, while the thorn is to protect the fruits for any kind of animal that try to eat it, and because the height of durian tree is quite high.
Moving on, we have a fruit called the rose apple, or other common names like wax apple and water apple. This crispy red rose apple fruit smells and tastes like rose water. They are eaten fresh without removing the skin.
The sweet taste and smell are influenced by the climate which flourish in the tropical and near tropical climates, only like Malaysia.
Next is watermelon. Watermelons mostly contain water, about 92%, but this refreshing fruit is soaked with nutrients. Watermelon is a favorite among a lot of people because of its sweetness in the juicy flesh and mouth-watering look. It's red in color and has a large size, which would be suitable to eat in large amounts with friends or family.
You may ask how and why watermelons have so much water in it. Well, most of the fruit contains water, but a watermelon contains a lot. The plant sucks up the water from the root, and as it grows, it develops many million of water-bearing cells that this water gets put into.
Next is the pineapple fruit. Pineapple is an incredibly delicious and healthy tropical fruit. It has a greenish color on the outside and a rich yellow color for its flesh. The pineapple tastes sweet when ripe but sour when unripe.
This popular fruit is packed with nutrients, antioxidants, and other helpful compounds that causes this fruit to have a taste sweet when ripe but sour when unripe.
Not only that, we also have a fruit named banana, or known as an elongated edible fruit. Bananas have a bright yellow color and have soft flesh.
You may wonder why banana are yellow in color. Well, the raw banana is green initially due to the presence of chlorophyll. The familiar yellow color comes to the diminishing amount of chlorophyll and formation of specific organic compounds, pigments, as the banana ripens and slowly turns from green to yellow.
Next is the jackfruit. Jackfruit is an exotic fruit grown in tropical regions of the world. Jackfruit has a delightfully sweet and tropical flavor, and also a bright yellowish color.
Morphological of this fruit is mostly influenced by the climate of this fruit adapted, which is in humid tropical and near tropical climate.
Next is the starfruit. The starfruit has a star kind of shape, and that is super cool. The starfruit has a yellowish and green color. Of it can be sour when unripe and sweet when ripe. The size of the starfruit is considered as a small fruit.
When cut in cross-section, it resembles a star, giving its name as a starfruit. The size and the color may be influenced by the climate, which is tropical and subtropical climate.
Papayas. Their sweet taste, orange color, and wide variety of health benefits they provide make them a popular food.
Papaya growth in tropical and near tropical species make it sweet taste and have orange color.
Dragon fruit, also known as pitaya or the strawberry pear, is a beautiful tropical fruit that is sweet and crunchy. It can be used to create tasty drinks and desserts, and it is a wonderful healthy snack on its own.
The bright magenta flesh of the red dragon fruit is the result of a compound called beta-cynine, which is the same pigment present in beets and prickly pear fruit.
Next, we got a good fruit called cempedak. Ripe cempedak is yellow in color and is sweeter than the jackfruits. Its flavor are musky, aromatic, and savory that resembles durian and mango.
Here in Malaysia, cempedak is usually eaten fried and we call it as cempedak goreng. Cempedak are adapted only to humid tropical and near tropical climate, which is why the morphology of this fruit is mostly influenced by it.
This lucky fruit, we have a fruit called mango. Well, our mango are bright yellow in color and taste sweet and creamy at the same time. Not only their taste and color that catch people's attention, but also their health benefits are highly popular around the world too.
Well, mango lives in a warm tropical climate. The color and the taste of the fruit is influenced by the carotene content in the fruits and the tree.
And last but not least, we have this amazing fruit called the guava. Our guava flavor is sweet and a little watery and almost universally pleasant.
Guava can thrive in both humid and dry climates, which is make it taste a little watery when you eat it.
For the development and analysis, we had already done some experiments to prove the presence of starch, glucose, fat and protein. We also found the acidity and alkalinity presence in the fruits. The fruits were cut into tiny pieces to easily blend. After the fruit was blended, we separate them into each containers and label them from F1 until F12. That represents fruit 1 until fruit 12. After that, we pour the blended fruits into 36 different test tubes to prove the presence of starch, glucose and protein in the fruits. To find out the presence of starch, we add iodine solution into the blended fruit in the test tube. Next, we find the presence of glucose by adding Benedict solution into the blended fruits in the test tube. And then we heat the test tube in a water bath. For the test of presence of protein, we add the Millens reagent into the blended fruit in the test tube. After that, we heat the test tube in the water bath, same as the process for the presence of glucose. Surprisingly, most of the fruits that we choose contain protein. Next experiment, we find out the presence of fat in the fruits. We dip a filter paper into all the blended fruits. And lastly, for the acidity and alkaline test, we test it out using red and blue litmus paper and pH paper.
So, for improvement, what other experiment can be carried out to find and compare more nutrients in the fruit? Well, based on research, we found two compatible experiments that we can do to find different nutrients in the fruits. First, we have fat test, which is called Sudan 3 stain. Sudan 3 is used to identify the presence of lipids in liquids. Next interesting experiment is Brix. So, what is Brix? Brix is the measurement in percentage by weight of sucrose in pure water solution. Basically, this experiment is to prove the presence of sugar in the food. I think I got it now. Starch and glucose will turn to energy when oxidized, and fruit that contain fat can provide twice the energy.
The presence of protein in the fruit will make the fruit break down longer than carbohydrates in the body, providing a longer lasting energy source.
So, that's mean we can conclude that all the 12 fruit can provide energy.
So what is the best fruit that produces energy?
It's watermelon. We found out that watermelon gives the energy the most because it contains all of characteristics to provide energy.